Thanks so much for joining us today. Today is Tuesday, March the 14th, 2017. And I'd like to welcome you to PTownFresh Tuesday edition. We're going to have a wonderful time this evening. We're talking about, we're studying in 2 Kings chapter 10. So we ask you to go ahead and let us know. If you're checking us out on Facebook Live, let us know who you are. Yeah, oh yeah, we got the real close up there. There we go. All right, you can see all the ear and wax and everything. Excellent job, DJ. All right, but yeah, so for those who are checking us out today, we ask that you go ahead and give us a shout. Let us know where you're checking us out from, and you know what you're thinking of tonight's service. Any questions you have, comments? All right. So with that in mind, and also we do ask, thank you, Lone Wolf Daniels. We ask anybody checking us out if you can do us a favor and go ahead and share the link for us as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started with a word of prayer. We apologize. We were trying to set up another setup, but we'll have that again on Sunday.
Can't hear. DJ, can you take the thing out so I can?
All right. Can y'all hear me okay?
You just said you can't hear.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
that's what I said.
Thank you.
Can't hear you.
All right. Just put it right back in. There you go. Okay. All right. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get ready. You ready to pray in? Let us know if you can hear us okay. Oh, Don, what's up, Don? Don Mega, what's up, sir? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, we can hear me now. All right, so let's go ahead and pray in. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we just thank you and bless your name, Lord God. We thank you for this wonderful day you've given us, God. We thank you for everybody that's here present with us, as well as those who are on their way. And God, I just thank you again for another opportunity to connect with you through your word, to learn more about you, learn more about your attributes and how much you love us, God, and to learn how much room there is, God, for us to grow. So, Father, I thank you for that. And we just ask that you will have your way this evening, Lord God. For anyone who's watching online, God, we pray that they'll be encouraged to participate, God, and that they'll be encouraged in their own personal walk with you. We thank you and give you glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, that's what's up. All right. So now, as we're talking on tonight, we're in 2 Kings chapter 10. But first off, I always like to I'm going to go ahead and start with a brief review of last section. All right, so Keontae, you got that? All right, Keontae.
Yes, sir.
It's all you, sir.
Okay. DJ. Camera.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
You good? You all right? Good.
Okay.
Looks
I'm just
dark.
asking. Okay.
You look like literal black.
Okay. All right. Okay. So last chapter, in chapter 9,
Stay still, DJ.
we were talking about started off with Elisha sending him calling out a messenger to go give a message to Jehu.
Walk over there. A little closer to him. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So Elisha sent a messenger to give a message to Jehu,
This
and he told him. They give the message, and then after that, then to run. And so then the messenger went to Jehu, and Jehu was the commander in the army. And the messenger went up to him and his colleagues, and he said, "I have a message for you." And then Jehu was like, "Oh," and the messenger was like, "You, Jehu." So then he told him that he was going to be king. He didn't know that he was king, but that was the message. And then he ran because you can't just come out of the blue and know somebody's king and expect them not to, think not to get hot. And so then he came out, because they had to a secret room, because this is when we're talking about how, this is what Sunday when we say you gotta exalt people or you gotta, yeah. But yeah, so he put him aside and then he put him king or whatever, and then he came out to his friends, and the friends were like, "Man, what happened?" He was like, "Nothing." And then the friends were like, "Come on, dog, something had to go down. You was in that room for that long with that old man, for, what I'm saying? Or whatever." So then he said, "Well, the guy made him king." So then they made like a little makeshift throne because they didn't really like the current king at the time.
Stay still, DJ.
And Then also the message here said Jehu kingdom, not Jehu, but shoot, Jezebel's kingdom and stuff was going to perish. Ahab all the people going to die, basically. And then Jezebel was going to be eaten by dogs. That's what he had to learn. Was that part of the message. So then, so then Jehu was made king at the same time that there still was a king of Israel, which was Daron. And he was out on the battlefront, fighting stuff. So he was hurt. So he had taken
They said they can't hear you that good.
Sorry, yeah.
You know, speak up a little bit. Alright. And DJ, move a little closer too. Walk.
That's it.
And it froze.
It's alright, just it should be alright.
So when Daron was in the battlefield, he got hurt, so he went to Jezreel to heal up.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jehu went there to to talk to him. And when the king is hurt or whatever, he's in his little resting spot or whatever. And so you can't leave him vulnerable, so he has some watchmen watching the place. Okay. So then when the watchman came in and said, "Yo, Joram, Jehu was out here." So then he said, "Send one of my people out there to ask him if it's peace or not." So then he sent one of the dudes, when I was like, "Is it peace?" And then Jehu was like, "Why's it matter to you?" You know what I'm saying? It wasn't matter to you that it's peace or not. Just follow me. So they left the king. So then Jehu came back again. And then Joram sent another dude out there said the same thing. And then Jehu said the same thing to this guy, taking him from the king. So then the third time, the king was like, "Look, man, get my horse ready. We're gonna ride out on this dude." So then it's Joram and then it's Joram and Ahaziah, the king of Judah. Mm-hmm. And both of them were riding out talk to the dude Jehu, see what's up, and he taking the dude man. So then he came and said, "Is it peace, Jehu?" And then Jehu was like, you know what I'm saying, "Your mother's out here, you know what I'm saying, popping it up in these streets." You know what I'm saying, being nasty and stuff. We want to start messing up the whole kingdom. So there can't be peace. So then Ahaziah, I already knew from the jump. He started running. He was like, "Yo, it's a trap, bro." So he was gone. He hit feet. But then Jehu, Joram, he's still hurt, so he can't move that fast. So as soon as he got wind of what Ahaziah was saying, Jehu, what did he do? He had shot an arrow and it went right in like between his shoulder blade right to his heart. Mm-hmm. He killed him on contact right there, and he had died in the field of Naboth. Mm-hmm. Because it was iconic because he's the guy. Ironic. I know. Iconic too was like a little big thing that happened. Yes. Yep. Okay. Come on now. There it is. But
actually,
it's ironic. But yeah, it was ironic because a couple chapters earlier, it was a story where Ahab wanted this land and the guy was giving it to him. So then his wife did the vineyard, the garden, whatever. And he wanted the land from this dude, but Naboth was like, "Nah, bro." So then Jezebel had killed the man just to get the land. And so after that, God put a curse on Ahab's family, said everybody was gonna die. All the males and sons and people like that, everybody was gonna die. The house of Ahab was gonna die. So that's how it was so ironic, because he died right there in the same spot where all this had started.
Where they killed.
Naboth, yeah. So then that was it. That's where we stopped there.
That's what's up.
What do you want me to do about this? It's frozen.
Alright.
How many times did you watch this?
One time. What's it up, man? It's funny, I put it on there. Cut back. That was cool.
Alright, are we still frozen? Can we, Keontae, can you see if
You see?
you can unfreeze that? Can somebody unfreeze that?
Taking the mic out, it's not going
No,
to
because I'm taking the mic out is dude.
I'll just leave it to the Facebook masters. Because apparently, I don't know what Google Plus Plus, but not Facebook.
It's frozen.
The video's ended.
Oh, and then we're gonna start over again.
Yeah, 28 views.
Alright.
It was popular for the beginning part. Then it probably.
We hold on. We about to do this again.
She got me back in the video.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
restarting.
it's
You gonna restart it? All right, we're gonna. While you restart it, I'm gonna do this real fast.
Back up, bro. You sniffing and bring on that.
We just sit right here because we all right here, so that chair is perfect for you to sit.
And then you can just kind of like,
Wait.
Okay.
just kind of Facebook just frozen.
Now, yeah, Facebook.
Facebook's just frozen. It's just Facebook.
Huh?
Facebook's frozen.
It's stuck on the screen when you go back.
On that app or just?
The screen is stuck on the screen. Won't let me exit out so I can restart the line.
You said it was dying.
Yeah, how you do it?
Oh, you know, this is not the best day to use the iPad. It's not gonna make it.
Why not?
Because first of all, the kids are using it all day, because that's just iPad is mine. And
There, look, remember that
So-
Freddie got you get you a new iPad, man. We gotta win some sweepstakes or something.
Yes, that's why I said you need a new
you
iPad.
have a tablet, just use a tablet.
The tablet doesn't have as good quality.
What's the name for
Well, you
the,
can't have the quality. Then,
10 Kings chapter 10.
All right.
but I cannot guarantee you on Tuesday, you're gonna be able to use a fully charged.
How you doing, Jess? How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, She?
I'm all right.
How you doing, Keontae?
Really?
I ain't asking back, so I was
How you doing, guys?
So do you want the quality, or you just want it to be up there?
Hold on. What's going on with
Is it
Facebook?
just, the title's just Bible study?
No.
Or 17 or
I don't know.
Did we just
Is y'all Facebook okay?
I don't use Facebook, so my Facebook would probably be great.
Huh?
My Facebook's messed up.
It is.
Yeah.
Remember just Facebook.
Is it just my page or?
No, it's
Alright.
I can't even.
You could
Mine
use
wouldn't even let me get on upstairs.
Ain't go live yet, let's let me tell you to.
Maybe it's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it might be the Wi-Fi.
And Wi-Fi was pretty bad
They
lately.
got my socket.
No, it says, whoa,
Yep.
Facebook isn't responding. Do you want to wait? So that may actually be Facebook.
No, we can't use Facebook today. All right.
What?
Yep.
I mean, I could just post it on Google
Well, we're
Plus
still recording it, but
for the non-Christians.
Well,
I don't know what you talking about. You talking about something?
my Facebook is fine.
yours is
mine's
working okay?
working too.
I see you were live for 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Where you go? What?
Well, that was the perfect time for David to come in here. Nothing's working.
Okay.
Where's your tablet?
Yeah.
Where, who's?
Here, go ahead.
What?
That
And that microphone won't work with the tablet.
the iPad is not going to.
Did you put-
Make it
That was the other reason why, because that microphone had.
The iPad is
Ooh,
on.
you gonna smell it?
2 words, Daddy. New
I
iPad.
don't want to have to smell it.
But just plug up the charger and use it over there or whatever. But
Ouch!
Yeah. We definitely need to get it. You definitely need to get a new iPad.
no, but take the charger over there, so that way.
Wait, gotta make sure there's.
I made this.
No. Yeah, you need.
We said, oh,
I see it's part of it. And it really moves.
Because mine is usually run down and dead.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
I said I'm sorry, I said I'm fine, so you can't keep going like this.
Yeah,
If it's too
I just changed it.
I don't know why, but as soon as they took the microphone out to make sure it wouldn't freeze, then if it happened, it would have happened before the recording started.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time.
Dude, why does it keep freezing?
What's the microphone?
I don't know how to break the shows.
It doesn't. It only works for the iPhone because it won't.
Apple devices, I mean. going to be a fast chapter. Even if it is, it's going to take long to get through it.
I'm just patiently waiting for this.
Like, Second
There we
Timothy.
go.
Look, Second Timothy was so short, but it took us so long to get through.
All right, ready? Are y'all set? Is it working over there yet?
No, Facebook is frozen.
No, you just have to restart it.
Well, this is frozen.
Come here, let's see.
All right, Sheeta, can you hook that up for me?
Bring it back. Let's get her soldier. Hold on. It's not frozen. How is it?
Ask the Lord.
You don't want to baptize.
You said let him have your way. Maybe this is his way. You said let him have his way. And you're not even letting him. If this is his way, then it's his way.
It's not. It is not. This is just an technology.
All right, we are live again. Should be. I don't know. Let's see. All right, we are live again. Should be. Y'all see me on Facebook Live? All right, we are live again. Should be. Y'all see me on Facebook Live? All right, we are live again. Should be. Y'all see me on Facebook Live? Huh? Alright, we are live again. Should be. Alright, we gonna go ahead and see me on Facebook Live. Huh? Alright, we are live again. Should be. Alright, we gonna go ahead and see me on Facebook Live. Huh? Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that little Alright, there you go. Go ahead and see me on Facebook Live. Huh?
No filter, pop, classical, country, funk.
Okay.
What?
So, are we good? We back?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Sorry about that little hiccup, y'all. I don't know what happened with our stream, but we're back. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and kick off with our question for this evening. And our question for this evening to start off with is,
We early?
huh?
So we early?
No?
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking about 12:30. No, never mind. We're good.
Okay. Our question for this evening is, have you ever been in a situation where, oh, that may have to go down too.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but you were in the middle of a thing.
David, can you turn that down? Or have you ever been in a situation where you've had to, or not necessarily you, but you've seen somebody had to basically clean house? Y'all know what I mean by that term?
It's like get rid of everything.
Get rid of everything and everyone. Has anybody been in that situation before?
Over here. Where somebody clean their house?
No, not.
Especially clean house, like get rid of
Oh,
everything.
Somebody
yeah,
can't
somebody
hear.
said that, yeah.
Okay.
You mean like clear your soul? Come on, David. Of
All right.
bad,
So what did
of
you?
evil?
What happened in that case?
Oh, I can't speak on that.
Can anybody share? Or well, I'll share one. Years ago. Oh, maybe it is working.
Somebody said they can't hear.
They can't hear.
Exactly, I said that. And apparently you're
All
ignoring
right, wait a
that.
minute, DJ. Okay. First of all, can everybody hear me on the live stream? All right. If you can hear me on the live stream, please let me know. Please comment. Can y'all check and see if you can hear me on the live stream?
Yeah, no problem.
Let me know. Please comment.
Miss Rita Bell said, "Are you ignoring me?"
Am I ignoring you? No, I'm trying to see the comments, girl.
You did not. I told you somebody can't hear, and you said nothing.
Yeah, here's right now. It's right
Yeah.
Am I on? Oh, I'm on two streams.
Yeah, you're on too. So which one?
now. So this one here is working.
So it is working now. All right, take out the microphone on that one and put it back in.
It's probably gonna freeze again.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay, that's crazy. We got two live streams. Okay.
Yeah, you're on 2.
Okay, so good. We're gonna end.
We're gonna end that one.
Okay.
We're gonna end that stream,
And then live video.
and we're gonna jump to this one. Okay. Good. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. We doing some stuff here, but follow me on the other stream. I had 2 simultaneous streams going, so we got one that's better quality HD. If somebody can post, oh yeah, you can turn that down now. All right. So good. We back. Okay. So the question is, have you ever been in a situation where you have had to see where somebody's had to clean house? And I'm gonna share one of my situations. Years ago, I was working for a telemarketing company, and as I worked for that telemarketing company, you know, I did the normal thing. I was selling insurance and all of that, like everybody else. And they had some practices that the managers had us do, and everybody was doing it, but something crazy was going down. And as a result, and I didn't realize it at the time, but not long after I had left that place, then the upper management came in and cleaned house. We're talking people who were managers for years were repositioned or relocated or fired. All right. So that was an example of cleaning house. Does anybody else have an example of that when you've seen something like that? All right, Keontae.
I used to work in a dollar, and I guess I was probably like the first beginning of the cleaning house, or like the middle end of cleaning house, because when I got there, like maybe a month within me being there, the store manager had like, I got fired or whatever, because the store was losing too much money. So then after that, the assistant manager left due to the district manager who fired the store manager, because they were just doing some shady stuff or whatever. Then we got a new store manager, and then they got fired.
Okay.
And then I quit without, it was too much drama at the store. And now it's like a totally different store, like it's just crazy.
Okay.
Would
All
you
right.
still
Say what? All right. Anyone
Yeah.
else?
He just go out to your store.
I don't even know if this is kind of one, but I got this cousin that is really into dudes, so she got a whole bunch of boys coming in and out all the time. And at one point she had like 6 boyfriends. So one day she woke up, and I guess cleaning the house for her was she stopped throwing all of them, took all that stuff out, everything. And she literally was cleaning up her house. It wasn't dirty. How she get high that she had
Wow.
6 different boyfriends?
She had 6 different boyfriends at one time.
They ain't boyfriends, man.
I mean, they knew. They just
That's just
accepted what it was. You want to be with me with all of them, or you just don't want to be with me. They accepted her, yeah. Then she got tired of it, and then she got married.
She got tired of it.
She got married. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So she cleaned house. Well, one of the things we're going to talk about today is just that. Cleaning house. All right. But in a different sense. Well, in the sense of like what we talked about. And you'll see why we say that. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and continue on. And again, for those who are watching this, checking this out on Facebook, make sure you go ahead and share with us. Let us know where you're checking this out from. And everything, and feel free to comment or have any questions. All right, somebody want to go ahead and start reading verse 1 through.
Whoa. We on verse
Yeah, 2 Kings chapter 10, verse 1 through 3.
I'll do it. Hold on.
One word, all right, Negro.
What is going on with my either my?
You did go something.
2 Kings
Is it the
chapter
Wi-Fi
10.
here or is it the data? Something's going on.
I don't know.
Alright.
I deleted my Facebook.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
The
Wait
app.
a minute.
Because it wasn't working. My
Hey,
app was
hey.
my
I'm here for this part.
So remember we asked me to get a service, you know, if you finish chapter 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ain't finished that, man.
There was a part we didn't finish?
Yeah, we
Jezebel's
got
life,
we didn't see Jezebel die.
Oh, we didn't? Okay.
Ooh, Miss
Alright, well, we going
We didn't see Hazar die either.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're
we did.
gonna let
We
we're
didn't
gonna
hear
let
Jezebel
Jezebel die in.
There we go.
Look at it.
She was just worse.
Alright, so, okay.
We only saw what's his name die. Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Mean to tell me we didn't see?
No, we
No,
stopped.
We talked about it, but we didn't read it.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, we
We
talked
talked
so many
about it
times.
outside of it, but we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
read
We
it.
ain't gonna finish
See,
it.
I thought
But I thought she already died
Wait,
before.
no, but it's a different.
It's like a rerun of a TV show.
Yeah, she died before.
Flashback, all right.
What's up, Marcus? How's it going? Alright, here we go. Okay, so we're back. So here's the thing. So, alright, in that case then,
I'm so sorry.
so we're at 30 then.
We're at 27.
No, we're at 30.
We didn't read a Hazar.
No, we're at 30.
I don't remember reading a Hazar dying.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and do a little review. Somebody take verse 27 through 29 for us, please. Of chapter 9 now.
27 through 20. Okay,
Nice and loud.
I'll do it. But when
Ahaziah?
Ahaziah, king of Judah, saw this, he fled by the road to Beth Hagon. So Jehu pursued him and said, "Shoot him," also in the chariot. And they shot the ascent of Gur, which is by Ibleam. Then he fled to Megiddo and died there. As the servants carried him to the chariot to Jerusalem and buried him in his tomb with his fathers in the city of David. In the 11th year of Joram, the son of Ahab, Ahaziah had become king over Judah.
Okay, good. So who wants to break that down for us? Nice and loud.
So, basically, Hazar, before he was the first dude to flee, but he saw it was a trap, and so then and Jay was like, "Oh, hey, don't let him get away." You know what I'm saying? Shoot him. So then he put his hitters on him. So then they rolled up on him, shot an arrow, and they hit him. Boom. And he rolled out to Megiddo, and that's where he died.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess he bled so much or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And his servants carried him in a chariot to Jerusalem and buried him there with in the city of David. His father was in the city of David. And that was in the 11th year of Joram.
Okay.
Of Judah. Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Good. So, so everybody understands what happened there.
Yes.
Whew. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is retribution. This ain't no joke. So you don't want to get on the wrong side of God. One thing I'm learning from this thing, this is serious, y'all. Would y'all agree?
Yep.
So, all right. Somebody want to take verse? Let's have some fun. 30 through 31, please. Who wants to take that?
I'll read it.
All right, Rashida, nice and loud for us, please.
Now when Jehu had come to Jezreel, Jezebel heard of it, and she put paint on her eyes and adorned her head and looked through a window. Then as Jehu entered at the gate, she said, "Is it peace, Zimri, murdered of your master?"
Okay. So, we're here and who wants to break this part down? We're about to get into it now.
Basically, what's happening is Jehu is coming to Jezreel,
Mm-hmm.
and Jezebel's heard of it, so she's putting paint on her eyes and adorned her head. I don't know what the paint's why she's painted her eyes.
It's like makeup, right?
It's makeup.
Mm-hmm.
She did cute. Looked through the window. Then when Jehu entered the gate, she asked, "Is it peace?"
Okay.
She says, "Peace, murderer of your master."
Okay.
So she's calling him.
Basically, she already knew that, you know what I'm saying, he came through, he killed Daron.
Okay.
The word spread kind of fast, I guess.
All right, you're right. So when he's saying, now, why do you think was her reason for doing that?
On what, paint her eyes and go to the window?
Yeah.
Get his attention. To, I guess, so he could see. I don't know.
To do that.
Maybe to be looking fine so he could see her.
To be looking fine so you can see her?
I
Her
guess.
typical manipulative tricks.
Yeah, but I don't really know what she looked like, so she might be ugly.
And maybe
She
it's
might be so
disguise.
good. She probably needed
Well, you know, they said paint, they ain't say powder, so you know she had to put a whole bunch of makeup on.
Right.
Take your face like
She caked her face up.
Like,
Alright, so-
Princess Amidala from Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Because look at what it says she did. It says she put the paint on her head.
Wrong camera.
Paint her eyes and
I'm
adorn.
sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Come on. All right.
Yeah, she put the paint on her eyes and she adorned her head. She got her hair did.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Is that you? Now, to me, and I understand her being a queen, but I don't know. Something don't sound right about that. I mean, maybe on one side she's trying to make sure she's presentable because, you know what I'm saying, she knows that she's going to have a visitor. But
No, that ain't nothing to do with it. We
No,
all know
that's
what
like-
Jezebel's known
That's
for.
like some crush type stuff. Like when your crush come over or something like that, you got like your zit cream on your face and your hair and your bonnet. You go to the bathroom real quick, drop them curls down, brush your teeth, put a little something on, wash your face off. That's what she did. She got real cute real fast.
And maybe she thought that, you know what I'm saying, she looked like, you know what I'm saying, presentable like that, that he would spare her.
okay.
Spare her.
Yeah, or maybe she was going to present him with a, you know, like a job or something, because, you know, it takes a, like, maybe she thought that he was kind of like her, the way she handled her business, he handled his. You know, she didn't care, so she killed, you know what I'm saying, she killed the man for that vineyard, and he killed the king. So it's just like, you know.
So my thing is, but listen to what she says. She's saying, is it peace, Zimri, murderer of your master?
Who's Zimri?
So
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, who's Zimri?
exactly.
He wasn't who she was expecting.
Okay. Oh.
She was expecting somebody else.
Yeah.
So she got all dressed up.
Nimshi, Nimshi, I think Zimri was Nimshi's father. So she's saying along the same
Bloodline.
yeah.
Okay.
So basically, but basically she's like, yo, is it peace? Is everything good?
But you know it's not P. That's when she added that murder of your master just to add like a little slack tone to it.
Right. So she's like, look, is all good? Murder of your master.
And she knows.
So she knows. But so my thing is, what I'm thinking is, you know, sis is trying to, you know, she's trying to use that manipulative feminine wiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because she know she got a good hint that he coming for her. But you know that's why she go ahead and try to, you know what? I'm gonna try to look good. So let's see how that go down.
Still died.
All right. So somebody want to take verse 32 for me, please, through 36, 37. Go ahead, Keon. Run that.
Run that. Yeah. Hey, this New King James version. And he looked up at the window and said, "Who is on my side? Who?" So 2 or 3.
Ooh, let me switch. Sorry about that, Keon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do it again because they did with him on this E word. And he looked up at the window and said, "Who is on my side? Who?" So 2 or 3 eunuchs. There it is. I knew I was gonna say it right. Eunuchs looked up at him. Then he said, "Throw her down."
What?
So they threw her down. And some of her blood splattered on the wall and on the horses. And he trampled her underfoot. I think when it says he, I think it said I think that means Jehu. And when he had gone, oh man, dang, so he stomped her out. And when he had gone in, he ate and drank. So this man stomped her out and he got a nice little dinner.
Hey man, all that killing works up a good. I was hungry.
My feet hurt a little better. It's a food. Yeah, okay. Then he said, "Go now cease to this accursed woman and bury her, for she was a king's daughter. So they went to bury her. Haha. There it is. But they found no more of her than the skull and the feet and the palms of her hands.
Ooh.
Can't get no idea.
Therefore,
The original skull and crossbones.
Oh wow.
Wow. Wow. Like we talking about groups of people. Okay. Therefore they came back and told him, and he said, "This is the word of the Lord, which he spoke by his servant Elijah the Tishbite, saying, on a plot of ground at Jezreel, dogs shall eat the flesh of Jezebel, bars. Ezra, and the corpse of Jezebel shall be as refuse on the surface of the field in a plot at Jezreel, so that they shall not say, here lies Jezebel." Okay.
Man.
So, starting off things, boom. He was like, yo, who's on my side? Huh. Who? Then the eunuchs went up there and then he was like, hey, yo, toss him. You know what I'm saying? Like Inception. Dunk. You know what I'm saying? They was like, they just on it. Both of them picked up, boom. Dunk off the, I don't know how high the building was. But it had to be high.
Yep.
Because I took physics. Now that fall and the blood splatter on the wall and the horses. Now I don't know how close the horses were, but they might be a little far away. I don't know. But that impact was me. For the blood to go into your body and splatter on the wall and the horse. Okay? So then it says he trampled her overfoot. Now it didn't say they, it said he. Now how does one person trample somebody?
He tapped danced.
Exactly.
I mean, yo,
Get some
one
tap
person
dancing.
trampled her. And then when he was done, you know what I'm saying, doing an 8-time stomp on her face, he said,
Wow.
yo, I'm hungry. Let's go inside and eat. So he went inside her house. He went inside her house.
That's a thug move right
He went to
there.
her house, killed her, went inside her house, ate her food, drank her wine, then told her men, they go check up on her. And make sure they bury her.
Hold on,
Hey,
it
listen.
said that the horse. I thought it meant that the horses trampled her, not him.
It says then he.
And he trampled her underfoot.
Yeah, it said the horses. It just said then
Hold on,
he.
see, mine say and they trampled on her.
That's just in
King
he.
James says then he.
Hold on, let me take a look.
The first
See,
one.
I got
Her
these.
blood splattered on the
Fishes.
wall and on the horses, and he trampled her underfoot.
Just
So,
he.
Maybe they forgot the T and the Y.
Let me take a look. What
Or
verse
maybe
is
he
that?
was on, or maybe he was riding the horse.
Hold up. No, oh, here it
He
is.
was riding a horse.
Here it
He
is.
was riding a horse.
See, that's what it is. Because remember,
Yeah.
he's on the horse.
He's on the horse's back. Yep, okay.
If he just did it on,
Okay,
oh, that'd be
he
amazing.
got off the horse and
He was riding the chariot. Yeah, he rode up in the chariot.
Yeah.
The message says, and Joab
Jehu.
trampled her under his horse's hooves.
Right.
Okay.
So he, in other
Yeah, he was
words,
riding in the chariot. When they
Yeah.
threw her down, he
Okay.
told the horses, "Let's go."
Okay.
Right on over.
But
so yeah, he did. They did.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's see
So
the word.
still, he had the horse.
Yeah, and the horse.
Well, right, because he could have. Hold on. Let me switch back.
If it was just him by himself.
No, because see, if he wanted to be nice, watch this. If he wanted to be nice, he could have, act like he was practicing for the Kentucky Derby. Just had the horse jump over the dead body.
Well, I mean, he
But
was
nah,
riding the
he
chariot.
ain't doing that. He's like, look, we going roll right over the body.
He run.
Well, yeah.
As long as the body's already dead,
I mean, he turned into a speedboat.
no need to overkill the body.
Horses ran over her, then the wheels of the chariot.
So-
What you talking about?
All right, wait. All right.
So after he did his thug move with the horses, he went inside and ate her food and drank her drink, told her man to go check up on him. And then dudes out here like, hey fam, where the body at? Now Jay was sitting here like, that's God right there, because the only thing that was left was her skull. Okay.
Skin.
No skin, no muscles, no bristle.
Ligaments.
The palm
And
and
then
the
it
foot.
says her palm, like they just said, okay, we're gonna forget the skin and meat on her hands and her feet, but we're gonna eat her face off. Okay. Then they went back and told him that that it was there besides that, and he's like, well, God said dogs gonna eat her, so that's just
Just make that
and that's just what Elijah told Elijah that was gonna happen, and it happened in Elisha's time. So
What about the rest of the bones? What up with the
They
bones?
ate them.
The dogs.
They
ate.
dogs.
Ate the
When
bones?
he went to eat the
Dogs
dogs,
eat bones to the point where they like to get the blood and her out of the bones and everything. So
Wow. What a way to go out.
I thought they said nothing was.
Man, she was the goddamn first speed bump.
Yes.
You said what?
First speed
Yes,
bump.
the first speed bump. And it was
Wow.
a
Bill Maher, the first speed bump.
Yeah, I get something? Yeah, I think I should back up. Okay. Oh, I think they go forward again.
Hey, be like,
It's not speed bump.
These
It's
stupid
a
horses.
human
Hey, get your act
bump.
together. Come on.
It's human bump.
she was a speed bump.
Alright, so here's the question.
Stone.
So, what do we learn from this part of scripture, from this passage?
Never do evil towards God because you will get eaten by dogs.
Hold on, I gotta hit that on camera, Keontae. Wait a minute, DJ. Go ahead, Keontae.
Don't ever do wrong by God or you will be attacked by dogs or bears or lions.
Or uses a speed bump.
Or uses
Oh my.
or just attacked by bugs or frogs or
Frogs.
just animals. God likes using the nature to kill you basically.
You'll definitely will be something dramatic.
Don't
And
get
then
afraid
you
when
let
you
your
see broken
food
trees
eaten.
coming towards you when
You
you
want
do
to
something
have
wrong
somebody
towards
eat your
God.
food.
Like some Lord of the Rings type stuff.
Okay.
Walking trees. They'll make it happen.
Wow.
You don't know her body to even have a decent ass for her family or really.
There was no.
There's no for their whole family though.
But here, watch
They
this.
can score.
What's the purpose of that? Because one thing you got to realize is in biblical days, then what did they do?
They
They
the house of Jezebel. Yeah, that's
The- no. Well, what they did was the funeral, right?
Yeah.
Was when the time when they were to honor the life of that person, or the death of the person.
Honor her because she did wrong.
So right, there was no honor for her, not even in death.
Yeah.
They like, look, you talk about a closed casket? No, this was the original. This was not even a closed casket.
This type of
That was an empty casket.
They ain't got no casket. All they got is a picture. They can't even bring no casket. We gonna waste money like that.
So all they did, and imagine the people talking around town. Yo, did you hear what happened to Jezebel, dog?
I was there.
Yo, man.
Off the roof.
All I heard, dude, was she fell off the roof. They pushed off the roof. And the dogs, man, them dogs was savage,
I
man.
was right there. I was checking my horses right next thing. I got blood on my.
Man, I heard the dogs took out. Then, you know how somebody gonna exaggerate. One person be like, man, I heard one of the dogs took out one of the horses. You know, this is savage.
But horse leave the dog.
But are y'all understanding the level of what went on?
Yeah.
And all of this was because, and watch this, Jezebel is not only just to the point where she becomes a byword. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you remember what happened to Jezebel? You know, that's like something you say when somebody start tripping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like, yo, you doing your leadership thing, right? Yeah, that's right. Yo, remember what happened to Jezebel, right? Oh, snap, yeah.
Should be a good reminder for you not to do this in the future.
Yeah, she was an example
Or people start tripping, you like, look, you don't go down that path because you know what happened to her.
of what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So somebody want to take,
Chapter 10.
now we're going to move on to chapter 10.
All right.
Somebody want to take verse 1 through 3 for us, please.
I'll do it.
Who wants to hit that? Alright, Joe, you got it.
Alright. Now Ahab had 70 sons in Samaria. So Jehu wrote letters and sent them to Samaria, to the rulers of the city, to the elders, and to the guardians of the sons of Ahab, saying, Now then, as soon as this letter comes to you, seeing your master's sons are with you, and there are with you chariots and horses, fortified cities also, and weapons, select the best and fittest of your master's sons, and set him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's house.
Okay. So what happened here? Break that down for us.
What's
That man
happening?
had 70 sons.
Exactly.
How in the world do you get that many children?
Now hold on. You
Abraham.
can go back to Solomon.
Okay.
That
70
brother had
kids.
like 1,000.
No. Solomon had, yeah,
He had
I remember he had 300 wives and 700 concubines.
300.
I'm thinking that he got
That's
70
1,000.
kids.
Maybe
though.
maybe double.
God. But anyway, so, Jehu wrote letters
Mm-hmm.
to all the rulers and to the guardians of, Ahab's son, the guardians of his 70 sons. And it was like, seeing, all of his sons are there, select the best one and sit him on his throne and let him fight for the house. You know, and let him be make him king. Pick which one y'all think is the best one to lead the people. Make him your king. Because they're about to be a war.
Okay.
I still can't believe that.
So-
Second guy.
So, right. Now, what's the purpose of this?
Ahab probably getting old and he about to, kick the bucket. Well, why not put one of his sons in place before he kicked the bucket?
Okay.
And then it was like put him on his throne and let him fight for your master's house. So something about the, something like he's about to be a war or something about to go down. And so it was like, look, put him in charge now. So that way, everybody already be under his rule, or everybody already understand what he expect. So when they go to war, they don't get slaughtered.
All right, Keontae, what were you gonna say? Anything?
Um, no, I'm good.
All right, so this is one thing I see, and this is crazy. He just took out the whole crew. He took out the wife, he took out the mama, all that. Now he's like, look, I want you to find all of Ahab's sons. Find the best one, the most qualified, the strongest one. Go ahead, let him pull up, let him be the next one in charge. You feel me? So he's like, let him take the spot of Ahab. And let him get ready to fight. That's just some old crazy stuff. You done took out the leader. Alright, we're the next in charge. Pick somebody to be next in charge. He's next.
Like character select. And then just rips up one of these boys.
Alright. So, somebody want to take verse 4? And, where we at? Take it 4 through, we'll go 7. We'll be nice.
I'll do it.
Alright, hold on, let's make sure that anyone else wanna, alright, Jamil? Alright.
But they were exceedingly afraid and said, behold, the two kings could not stand before him. How then can we stand? So he who was over the palace and he who was over the city together with the elders and the guardians sent to Jehu, saying, we are your servants, and we will do all that you tell us. We will not make anyone king. Do whatever is good in your eyes. You said 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he wrote to them a second letter, saying, if you are on my side, and if you are ready to obey me, take the heads of your master's sons and come to me at Jezreel tomorrow at this time. Now the king's sons, 70 persons, were with the great men of the city, who were bringing them up. And as soon as the letter came to them, they took the king's sons and slaughtered them, 70 persons, and put their heads in a basket and sent them to him in Jezreel.
Okay. Now, I understand.
That was a heavy basket.
This was the first mafia movie. Yo, Tony. Hey, talk to them dudes in Brooklyn. Hey, tell them, put these sons in charge. They're like, nah, they don't even do that. I ain't kill them. And then next thing you know, I just hear just gunshots in Brooklyn. Pow, pow, pow. Everybody just dead. Heads dropping. Then they just take them out back, dump them. That's what.
Call it cleanup.
Call it cleanup. Call it cleaners. Call it cleaners.
That was your way to clean house.
It ain't nothing to clean.
Yeah, exactly. It just
Execution.
What? All that blood.
What?
Chop
Yeah.
them heads
Yeah,
off.
you're right, but
That's almost as bad as when the king had made what's his name go on that mission and cut all the
the pieces.
all the foreskins.
Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
No, that was weird. That was weird.
That was weird, but I mean, saying just like how like
Yo, that's like wow. Yeah,
I
forgot all about that.
I mean, I'd rather collect 70 heads. I'd rather be trying to collect 70 heads than like hundreds of foreskins. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
That's just weird.
All right, let's just let's pause. Let's pause on that.
the Bible story just
Yeah, thank you, Keontae.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I really needed to think about that right now.
I couldn't do it.
And all the brothers on Facebook, now Megan's like, oh my goodness. Alright, so,
I heard it is. It ain't fake.
but check, that's true. So here's the thing, and this is so crazy. Because, I mean, just.
It's like, hey, Steve, you left something here. Or did? Yeah, come on back.
They took all 70 heads.
Put them in baskets.
They put them in baskets. Imagine.
Those are heavy tail baskets. That's all I know.
Can you imagine can you imagine Jehu opening his mail? Yo,
just slide.
special delivery from
Just
Jehu.
on his face. What's going on?
That took the whole truck. The whole UPS truck.
That took
Everything.
That's got to be interesting, man. You start opening baskets. And there's 1, 2. Start tossing heads
How
across
big
the
were these
room. Count them
baskets?
out.
But watch this. Watch this. Somebody take verse 8 through 11 for us.
Let me get it.
I'll do it.
I already
Alright,
saw it.
Keontae got it.
Then the messenger came and told him, saying, they have bought the heads of the king's sons. And he said, lay them in 2 heaps at the entrance of the gate until morning.
That's
Yo, this dude Jehu, yo, he's trying to send a sign. Look, like whoever come up to me, this was gonna happen to you. And he was gonna take off a big blanket. Whoosh! And then that's when everybody and there's that one dude, and that's Tony!
Do we buy the heads? If they buy the heads, if they actually bought the heads of money,
you say what?
did they buy the heads of money or?
This cut no
No, DJ, these are real
people.
severed heads.
Murder.
Like he cut their heads off.
I know, but when it says bought, does it mean buy? Actually,
No.
They
Brought.
brought them.
Like,
Not bought.
When they gave him the basket, he said, I don't want them. Just throw them out there in the pile. 2 piles.
I was about to say.
That, can you imagine how many heads that is?
Yeah, 35 to 35. They said 7
That's-
heads.
And I don't care where you are, when you are, what time it is. 35 heads is still 35 heads.
One head is one head. What are we talking about? I mean, just like
Just a pile of heads.
Like,
Just put them in. I mean, now granted, back then, they were serious warriors.
They was. They
But-
chopped off. They chopped people in half. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, back then, not only just them, but the priests had to be warriors.
Yeah.
And when you read about, man, this stuff is crazy. All right,
Priests went hard. Then shoot the cake maker.
man. So somebody want to take verse 9 through 11 for us, please.
I'll do it.
All right.
No, that's okay. You can go.
Okay. All right.
Say 9 through 11.
Mm-hmm.
So it was in the morning that he went out and stood and said to all the people, "You are righteous. Indeed, I conspired against my master and killed him. But who killed all these? Know now that nothing shall fall to the earth of the word of the Lord which the Lord spoke concerning the house of Ahab. For the Lord has done what he spoke by his servant Elijah." So Jehu killed all who remained of the house of Ahab in Jezreel, and all his great men, his close acquaintances, and his priests, until he left him none remaining.
Okay, now first.
Wow.
This is like the original Mortal Kombat. This is how they got the idea of Mortal
and you
Kombat.
cut me off.
Oh, my bad.
And you should have fit me.
I didn't
It's okay. It's alright.
My bad, Keontae. Go ahead.
Nope. It's your right. Go ahead, explain it. What happened?
Why are you mad?
I'm not mad.
You mad.
I was mad. I was walking.
So he basically just like in verse 9, he just like set an example. He said, what did he mean when he said you are righteous? Like, why would he say that?
Can I read
Like
what the
you're
message
right.
says?
Like,
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
In the morning, John came out, stood before the people, and addressed them formally. Do you realize that this very day you are participants in the Lord and God's righteous workings? True, I am the one who conspired against my master and assassinated him. But who do you suppose is responsible for this pile of skulls? No, this is for certain. Not a single syllable that God spoke in judgment on the family of Ahab is canceled. You're seeing it with your own eyes. God doing what through Elijah he said he'd do. Then Jehu proceeded to kill everyone that had anything to do with Ahab's family in Jezreel. Leaders, friends, priests. He wiped out the entire lot.
Man, so even if you just playing ball with him, you dead. you said what's up to somebody tying your shoe, dead. You gave that man $1, dead. You waved at him, dead. These are acquaintances, not even friends. Acquaintances. Man, you can hit this dude because you work with the man, dead. You know what I mean? Workplaces have to get new people because like, man.
You gotta see what time it was.
Yeah, what time is it, Joe?
But no, it says close acquaintances in the New King
Close
James.
acquaintances.
Oh, so you had to have a conversation.
So you had to, you know what I'm saying, a close friend. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, but that's still crazy.
I mean, yeah,
You just took out all his friends. You took out. Listen to the list. I want you to just listen to this for a second. He said, all who remained in the house of Ahab and Jezreel, all his great men, so all of his leaders,
no,
all of his close friends,
no,
and his priests.
the priest.
The priest.
The
Well, they should have been gone because the priest won't real priest anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
But they might have been, but they let all that stuff slide while,
He was.
yeah,
Yeah.
they should have stood up for the Lord.
so is anybody seeing? I mean, what thoughts are going through your mind? What does this tell you about God right now? What do we learn about God?
God is not, he don't lie.
I'm just like, he ain't get you now. He ain't
Yeah,
get you later.
don't
He
worry
gonna
about
get you.
He always gets you.
Yeah.
Always gonna
He
get
ain't
you.
forget.
No, he never forgets
Never
you.
forget.
There seems to be one thing though. It
Never
seems
forget.
that
Nah, no.
it seems like that's getting different.
Say what, DJ?
It seems like he's letting it go more since like usually people are shooting other people. A person who was shooting is usually still there. And sometimes the person wouldn't even go to jail. But it seems like that he's letting people slide more than he used to then.
You don't now.
Well, yeah.
Right. Well, see, here's the thing, and this is something that and I want to give a shout out. I see we got we got Miss Williams checking us out, Nakia Williams. We also got Ethan checking us out. I want to say what's up to y'all. And I do want to share that one big thing that we learn here is a lot of times for some reason we got, and what's up, Mr. Walk Up? We got this. Some people, it's like we look at God like he's some type of glorified Santa Claus, like he's all nice and this and that, and we ask him, but we don't realize the judgment of God, and we don't realize that the same God of yesterday is the same God as now, and so God never changes. Now, the way in which he decides, like give you a perfect example, like we shared before. You know, one time he destroyed the earth by flood. He said, guess what? I'm not going to destroy the earth by flood anymore. So he can choose to say stuff like that. But that does not mean that he is willing to let people slide. That does not mean that God is a punk. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to his word. The Bible says, what is the proof of a prophet? That what he says will come to pass. It won't fall to the ground. And literally, we hear it. We see. Everything that Elijah prophesied came back like a movie, HD. On 4,000K, 4K.
You got that XD, you know what I'm saying?
Alright. Yeah, that's that super UHD. Alright. I'm sorry, yo. We just heard ain't no only kids in the house. We just heard somebody howling. A kid howling. I don't know.
Hey man, hey, man.
Maybe they're role playing. Okay. So here we go. Alright, so somebody want to take verse. Let's keep it going. Somebody want to take verse 12 through 14.
Alright.
Alright. And hey, Sierra.
Ain't Rose. Ain't a Rose.
What DJ can get this one?
Oh, no, come on.
Nice
I
and
like
loud,
this
DJ.
one.
And he arose and departed, and he went to Samaria. On the way at Beth Eked, of the shepherds, Jehu met with the brothers of Ahaziah, king of Judah, and he said, "Who are you?" So they answered, "We are the brothers of Ahaziah. We have come down to greet the sons of the king and the sons of the queen mother." And he said, "Take them alive." So they took them alive and killed them at the well of Beth Eked, 42 men, and he left none of them.
Man, that's
All right.
crazy. This is the same thing with the acquaintances. They just come to say what's up. Y'all say have a little family meet and greet. Come down the street and you see this dude and his boys. Yo, what's up, man? What you doing? Oh, I'm just coming to say what's up to my boy Joseph. You know, the king's son and the queen's son. Oh, word? Alright. Take him. Take him. They say they're just like, what I do wrong? If they know, boom, here you go. Oh. They just sitting there just bleeding out. You killed my brother. Boom, gone.
But watch this. He said to them, take him how?
Alive. No, they took him alive and dragged him to the well. Then killed him. No, then they took him to the well and killed him there. You don't know how they killed him. But yeah.
It be like that sometimes.
I mean, this is just.
Don't
This-
fall like that.
yeah.
If I learned anything from this, I learned I don't want to cross God. I don't want to cross God.
If they didn't get with the Bible, it would be End from Mature Plus.
Shoot, this makes a movie right here. This is one story. It'll be lit.
You're right.
Seriously, and if a movie of the whole Bible it would be R plus.
You're right. All right. So,
Camera.
Camera.
Thank you. Somebody want to take verse and I want to say again, what's up to our Facebook family out there. If y'all have any questions or comments, feel free to chime in. And also too, I remind y'all to share the link to just share it on your page. All right. So somebody want to take verse
15.
Let's take 15 through 17. We running this. Yeah.
Bless you.
Somebody take 15 through 17. God bless you.
I'll
All
read it.
right, you know.
And when he departed from there, he met somebody. What's his name?
Jehonadab.
Jehonadab, the son of
Rechab.
Rechab, coming to meet him, and he greeted him and said to him, "Is your heart true to my heart as mine is to yours?" And Jehonadab answered, "It is." Jehu said, "If it is, give me your hand." So he gave him his hand, and Jehu took him up with him into the chariot, and he said, "Come with me and see my zeal for the Lord." So he had him ride in his chariot, and when he came to Samaria, he struck down all who remained to Ahab in Samaria, till he had wiped them out, according to the word of the Lord that he spoke to Elijah.
Wow.
We can't escape the brutalities.
All right. So, what happened here?
He just running around killing everybody, I guess.
Is it just running around killing everybody?
Everybody that's supposed to be dead,
He's a mountain hunter now.
He ain't really.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what he is. He is on special assignment from the Lord. He's an agent of the Lord, and you don't want to mess with an agent of the Lord.
I didn't turn into an assassin.
You said what? Yeah, he's an assassin. I mean, literally, he's like, but he's doing what God told him to do.
The original Assassin's Creed. That's what it is.
And he said, and watch this. He's like, look, yo, bro, you rolling with me? You good people? You with me? I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. My heart is with you. He's like, all right, come on up. We rolling. So he let him in the whip, and then they rolled. And so now he's letting him see all of this. But I want to bring and watch this, because on one side, some of us might be like, yo, this is so grotesque and brutal. But if you realize what was going on, the nature of the atrocities, the nature of the idolatry that was going on and under the rule of Ahab and Jezebel, we talk about to the point where, and it's like the tables are turning now. Because remember before, the majority was so much in the hand of Ahab and Jezebel that the prophets of God were on the run. Remember? They had Elijah himself on the run. Running in the cave, scared, like, no. And so we have to understand what was going on. Worship of Baal was rampant throughout the land. Child sacrifice, rampant throughout the land. Temple prostitution, rampant throughout the land. So we're talking about this was every corner that you went to. This is what was going down. You went to the temple, you went to the marketplace, this is what was going down. So in order for God to restore order, because it had gotten so drastically out of order, God had to make some drastic moves. You ever hear that saying? What is it? Desperate
times call for desperate measures.
Exactly. And here, this was drastic times calls for drastic measures. So at this point, you got God just like, yo, it's time for me to do a clean sweep. I got to get rid of anything that smells like Ahab and Jezebel. Does that make sense? And so, but watch this. Imagine if we held that type of attitude towards the sin that exists in the corners of our lives. Imagine if we were champions for God and said, you know what, God, I'm going to roll with you. You with me? I'm going to roll with you, God. Anything that's unlike you, I'm putting it out. Imagine if we took that tone towards anything that was unlike what God wanted, even in the church.
Literally, some people off the bed.
What? Somebody take it? But now remember though, this was only again because this was what? Decreed by God. I wish somebody could, because my tablet is almost dying a little bit, so I can't look it up. Can somebody look up Elijah's prophecy about Ahab?
That was like perfect. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. That was right on cue. No.
If nobody look Elijah.
Alright, so somebody want to have that for us? I want somebody just to read this for a moment. Because I want to remind us of what God said about Elijah. What God said through Elijah.
Yeah. This is 1 Kings chapter 18.
Okay, nice and loud, Keontae.
What's it saying? This is in ESV.
Okay.
After many days, the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, "Go show yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain upon the." This is the rain. This is about rain. Never mind.
Okay.
This is about the rain.
Was it like I think it's correct because it talks about Jezebel.
No, then he defeats the Baal prophets. Later on.
Oh, it's right here.
So somebody want to prophesy? Read the. Come on now. Now's your time to use some searching skills.
Rain, shoot.
Don't make me had to pull it out.
No.
You have a computer.
Oh, choose the one boy.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Come on now. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Okay.
Boom, there it is. Boom.
Come on. You got it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. This is like.
All right. Well, we gonna continue on. I was trying to let you get a chance. Y'all got.
No.
Y'all got to step your game up.
I know where it's at, man. Hold on. I know where it's at.
That's all right. And you know what? Tonight I'm not even gonna tell you.
And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbe, saying, See how Ahab has humbled himself before me. Because he has humbled himself before me, I will not bring the calamity
Calamity.
in his days. In the days of his son, I will bring the calamity on his house.
Where you read that from?
1 Kings 21.
I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
Just like, boop. And then so on.
All right. And what's up, Sister Quintina? Thank you so much, Sister Mary. Thank you for that. Big up to Sister Mary. All right. So now,
Come here, show it up.
somebody want to read verse. We about to go in. And y'all thought we went in. Somebody want to take verse 18 through take through 24. So again, who wants to take 8? Oh, you got it, Jamel? 18 through 24. Everybody pay attention.
Then Jehu assembled all the people and said to them, Ahab served Baal, okay, a little, but Jehu will serve him much. Now therefore call to me all the prophets of Baal, all his worshippers and all his priests. Let none be missing, for I have a great sacrifice to offer to Baal. Whoever is missing shall not live.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna pause 1 second right there. So I'm sorry to interrupt you, but do y'all notice what's going on right now? What did he just do?
Whoever's not gonna come will die.
He just made somebody think if they don't show up that they gonna live, when he really gonna kill you regardless. So, I mean, it's so stupid.
Well,
It's because he served in that city or whatever for a little bit, so they think maybe he has followers there.
Alright. Watch.
No, and all he did, because he's a new king, so all he did was just flex his power and say, all y'all show up. So then they thinking, boy, well, he's calling us, so he must be a Baal follower. You know, because the people that love the Lord didn't really conversate with those.
But listen to what he says. Listen to what he says.
Oh, Ahab served little, Jehu will serve him much.
You thought Ahab was going hard for Baal. Watch your boy Jehu go hard for Baal.
Wow, great sacrifice for them.
You see what I'm saying? So he's passing out these flyers. And so then he says, therefore call to me all the prophets of Baal,
Let no one be missing.
all his servants and all his priests. Let no one be missing, because I have a great sacrifice for Baal. So he sends out these flyers.
Saying it's going to be a...
Yo, we gonna have a serious sacrifice for Baal like never before. This gonna be the party of parties. Everybody, you ain't nobody if you ain't in the house.
It's like that one friend's kind of off the record and he have a party when they kill everyone.
All right, but going. That's why I just broke it down a little bit. All right. So, and he even says, watch this. Whoever is missing. Wow. That's crazy. So everybody, so you know that's a way to bring everybody out. If you ain't at this party, you gonna die.
I thought Jehu was wouldn't do a sacrifice.
But wait a minute, watch.
You gotta wait for it.
Alright. Wait for it. Jamil.
But Jehu did it with cunning in order to destroy the worship words of Baal. I don't like that man's name. And Jehu ordered. Somebody?
Who? Jehu.
What?
Say the word. Sanctify? Is that it?
What version are you looking at?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's it. Sanctify.
Looks like
Sanctify a solemn assembly.
What version is she in?
She ESV.
So they
Oh, don't change because last time somebody changed it was on Spanish.
Go to New King James for it. Go to New King James.
Let me see it.
Hook her up with NKJV
No,
or
I'm not
NCV.
because last time wasn't it you?
I ain't put you on no
Somebody
Spanish,
put it on
girl.
Spanish.
nobody
Alright.
wants
I mean, I
Spanish.
would have like a Swiss Army knife.
Alright, you want NCV or New King James?
Yeah, y'all go to somebody else read. Let me find this.
Let me see.
And Jehu ordered, sanctify a
Alright.
solemn assembly for Baal. So they proclaimed it. And Jehu sent throughout all Israel, and all the worshippers of Baal came, so that there was not a man left who did not come. And they entered the house of Baal, and the house of Baal was filled from one end to the other. He said to him who was in charge of the wardrobe, bring out the vestments for all the worshippers of Baal. So he brought out the vestments for them. And Jehu went into the house of Baal with Jehonadab, the son of Reshai. And he said to the worshippers of Baal, search and see that there is no servant of the Lord here among you, but only the worshippers of Baal. Then they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings. Now Jehu had stationed 80 men outside and said, the man who allows any of those whom I give into your hands to escape shall forfeit his life.
Mm.
This is getting
That's crazy.
Where's stop at?
24.
Okay.
Alright, so who wants to break that down? What's up there, Brian? How's it going there, Brother Brian Lancaster?
That was crazy. He got all of them to come in there. And then once it was all packed in there, nice and tight.
What is that?
But,
She got it.
you know, once he got them all packed in nice and tight, you know, they got them all dressed up, all in the sacrificial room and everything. It was like, alright, he had 80 men outside. And he told me, whichever one of y'all allows any of the people in this building to go free, you die.
She got it.
Like that's like he looked at this his 80 servants and was like, well, all these people is in here. If y'all let anybody live, whoever they went past, you die.
It's just a big con. Like a holy con. Yeah.
And they stupid though. Like, she done killed all these other people. What in the world make you think he not gonna kill you? Like,
It's
all
God.
no.
But watch this.
That's
That's
like
like they didn't come in.
if he walked in here. No. If he walked in here right now and said, if y'all don't come downstairs, I'm gonna kill everybody upstairs. But he killed all y'all, and I know that. I'm not coming down the steps.
It's a thing of.
So watch this.
He's the new king in charge.
Can you come get me?
And
Watch this.
when he pitched it to him, made it seem all easy going and loving.
Because they didn't know that he loved God.
But they didn't know he killed all those people.
They knew
They knew he killed other
said
people, but they
he said-
didn't know that he loved God. And so it's a difference. Because Ahab had killed people as well.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. One of the things that we got to realize, and it reminds me of a joke, so to speak. And this joke, okay. So in this joke, it's, you know, it's a church service, right? And then this guy comes in. This guy comes in like a terrorist. Says, all right. Comes in there with the gun with the AK-47. All right. Anybody who ain't willing to die for Jesus, or ain't ready to die for Jesus right now, you can go ahead out the door. And some let him, all right. Anybody else? A couple other people go. Then he's like, okay. Now all the heathens are gone. Let's have church. Y'all don't get it?
That ain't really all that funny, but
I do.
Yeah, y'all don't get it?
I mean, I get it, but they don't.
I guess it was funny a long time.
What was the joke? Oh, I missed it.
Man, no, Columbine done made that not funny no more, man.
Well, anyway, it was...
Wait,
What's the joke? Say the joke over again.
Okay, the joke was, a guy comes in... Well, I get you're right. It was before they had the little church massacre. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
And before Columbine,
And before Columbine, yes.
you know, all of y'all who are Christians, staying here, do you believe in God? Yes. All right. Well, are you willing to die for God? Yes. And then he shot them all. Like, I mean,
Well,
after that, there were a lot of people who even though they were, you know,
don't even worry about the
Christians.
joke no more, because now you causing trouble. Okay.
But you know, even
I'm
there
sorry.
were even were Christians that was like, yo, after that, after they realized they was gonna die, it's kind of like, man, I ain't ready to go yet. Like,
but what it does, when you have a situation like that, I tell you, what it does is it really not only tests your faith, but it really shows who's on what side. You understand what I'm saying? And that's literally the environment that the priests of Baal were placed in. You know, he said, look, everybody, if you really down for Baal, and so they thinking, yo, and he even told them, if you ain't down, you gonna die. So watch this. So at that point, I'm sure that there were some people who were straddling the fence, talking about, man, he said I'm gonna die if I ain't dead. Man, I'm gonna be there. I thought I was thinking about that God thing, but yo, I'm gonna roll with Baal because I like living. And as a result, those were some of the very people that died because they were ready to roll with Baal. But the same people, and watch this. So it's a real test of what you believe in. What was your toughest stance for God? What was the boldest stance you've ever had for God? That's what this was here. Does that make sense now?
Mm-hmm. Like a fight or flight type.
Right. So not only was it a test for the people of Baal, it also was a test for the people of God. Because you could have had somebody who could be like one of those so-so Christians. You know, you could be a Christian here now with these people and you can talk the game and all of that. But as soon as somebody else walk up, oh, nah, I ain't down with the Christian people like that. You know, I'm down with the atheist crew. You know that, baby. Black man God. You know that.
Why you get so chill?
Black man God. Man, them Christians, man, they don't know what they talking about. You know that's a white man's devil. That's a white man's religion right there. So you following the religion of the devil himself. That's your problem now.
So that was white.
You so twisted. You understand what I'm saying?
They got it twisted.
And so you sitting there like, okay, but hold up, a few seconds ago you was all rah Jesus. And so you get a chance to really see who people are. What I like to call a serious litmus test.
Well, I mean, some people just afraid of death. They just don't want to die.
Alright,
That's
so,
whatever it takes to not die. I mean,
so somebody want to take verse 25 for us, please. 25 through 28. Nice and loud.
Yeah. Now it happened. As soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, that Jehu said to the guard and the captains, "Go in and kill them. Let no one come out." And they killed them with the edge of the sword. Then the guards and the officers threw them out and went into the inner room of the temple. I guess it's a sacred spot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The inner temple, just like the temple of God. In the inner room of the temple of Baal. And they brought the sacred pillars out of the temple of Baal and burned them. Then they broke down the sacred pillar of Baal and tore down the temple of Baal and made it a refuse dump to this day.
Trashy.
Yeah. Thus Jacob destroyed Baal from Israel. Man, this should really be a movie, man. I can see it's happening, for real.
Like, yes.
Like,
You thought 300 went hard.
like the teacher, like, you can actually see what you're reading. Like, I get that now. You know what I'm saying? It took
It's
me,
like a movie playing in your
it
head.
took me 12 years, but...
Alright.
But yeah, so as soon as he got done with the offering, the little fake offering he was doing, you know what I'm saying? I guess God let the slacks, he was acting. He was like, "Alright, y'all, I'm done. Look, take this robe off me here, take that, burn that too. Go in there and kill them for me, and don't let nobody escape if you do with your head. Remember that? You remember that? When I said that? Okay, cool. Yeah, he do your job. And he just walked. And like he's like, you see him walking off in slow motion, and the daughter behind him, next thing you know, you hear him screaming, "Ah!" And he just sitting there start smiling. And then they do that the little point of the curve he's doing when he hit the three. When he hit the three, he just point up to God. That's what he was doing when he walked with his. That's you.
I imagine doing the Cortez laugh you always do. This laugh he did.
So let me ask you a question. What are your thoughts about Jehu right now?
Yo, Jehu is the most savage of godly kings ever. Like when you think of like God's power, one of the main like the top 3, top 5 kings you think of, Jehu.
He's the only person who could commit mass murder and get away with it.
Yeah, the way God be on your side.
And say God told you to do it?
That's wartime.
But he didn't do it.
He
got
didn't do
other
it.
people to do it.
That's the thing. God gave him that leadership ability to just, you know what I'm saying, tell him.
But he did some stuff too.
Well, you know, you gotta get a little blood on the shoes.
I get a little.
I mean, he was on that horse, so he had to get some blood on his tunic, on his little.
I'm pretty sure some herb blood got on him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I want somebody to go ahead and read verse 29 through 31 for us, please.
yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Alright. But Jehu did not turn aside from the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, which he made Israel to sin. That is, the golden calves that were in Bethel and in Dan. And the Lord said to Jehu, because you have done well in carrying out what is right in my eyes, and have done to the house of Ahab according to all that was in my heart, your sons of the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Israel. But Jehu was not careful to walk in the law of the Lord, the God of Israel, with all his heart. He did not turn from the sins of Jeroboam, which he made Israel to sin.
Man, so he just did that just because the messenger told him, man. That's a whole bunch of, man. I'm saying things he better be like, hey, you know God, I'm with you. Man.
But God did cut him some
Yeah,
slack.
he ain't doing like Ahab did, you know what I'm saying? He did what, he fulfilled God's want, but you know what I'm saying, his needs and his
Because
whatever.
they have the opportunity.
But he didn't
didn't.
he didn't do it for himself. It's stupid. It's his sons that I do it.
The fourth generation.
How you gonna roll hard for God and then just like?
No, he was just a good hitman.
He wasn't even rolling hard for God. He was just
He was just a good
He
hitman.
said he was an agent. That's it.
He was just a good hitman. That's all that was.
He the first.
Not everybody is, you know,
Alright.
fit to be king. Some people just good hitman.
So somebody want to take verse 32 through 36 and take us home.
Read it, man. Dang, I forgot about that part. Shoot.
In those days, the Lord began to cut Israel short, and Hazael smote them in all the coast of Israel, from Jordan eastward, all the land of Gilead, and the
Yeah.
Gadites,
Yep.
and the Reubenites,
Yep.
and the Messianites,
Yep.
from Aurora, which is the river by Arorin, gave Gilead and Bashan. Now the rest of the acts of
Jehu.
Jehu, and all that he did, and all that his might are they not written in the books of the chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Jehu slept with his fathers, and they buried him in Samaria. And Jehoahaz, his son, reigned in his stead. And in the time of Jehu, resigned over Israel and Samaria was 20 and 8 years.
So what happened?
So a whole bunch of stuff happened with Israel was getting conquered by Hazael. And a whole bunch of stuff was going on with Gilead and Gad and Reuben and all these people. All this land was just getting just taken by Hazael. And that's all was happening. Israel was getting conquered. And then, it just says that he died and he lived with his fathers and telling them that, the rest of his story is in the Book of Chronicles.
All great stories of peace.
And he ruled over Israel for 28 years. Which is pretty good, being that he didn't live for the Lord. Because during that one time, he was only king for like a week or something. So, he did all right.
Well, and the thing is, but again, as he was doing this, it didn't, I look at his heart. He was doing the actions. And he was zealous for God. But he didn't go, watch this, all the way.
He didn't go all the way.
And I want y'all to see that.
Yeah.
He had a heart for God, but his heart wasn't completely sold out to God. He had a heart to do the things that God wanted him to do, but he didn't give it all to him. Here's the question. What is God after in our lives? What's convenient for us or what he wants? And what does he want?
I guess all of you with all your stuff, but I don't know if I would have been able to be Jay who killing all the people like that. I just don't know if okay, first the pushing the chick from the window, I would have probably been like, yeah, that's cool. But the cut, okay, then the head, that probably been cool. Okay.
So what's
So
you mean anything?
yeah, well, I'm trying to get to it. I'm remembering all the killings.
Okay.
And then was a room, they was in a room. Did he kill, did he
No,
stab
he-
them? No, the lake. No, that was
No.
okay, this would have been the issue with me. I'm cool with all the killings. What I just didn't like was just
What?
so much. I mean, he didn't do it. It was, if I would have been J-Lu, this ain't even got nothing to do with the question that you asked, and I feel that, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to it. But I feel like if I was J-Lu, I would have wanted to personally kill them. I think that would have put me closer to Jesus. Maybe if he would have went in the room and just took his knife out and just spun around and stabbed everybody.
But you know what? I'm glad you said that because I want to pick up something.
He was being closer to Jesus.
But watch this. That is the same type of misteachings and misunderstandings that's been perpetuated by Islam for years. If you think about it, what do they do? What are we dealing with now?
Oh, they're killing people.
We're dealing with terrorists, and what are they told? They're told that for doing these acts, then they'll get what, Joe?
72 virgins and closer to
What you want to do with a virgin? And 72 of them at that. Anybody got time for that?
well, never mind.
That's a lot of work. Hey.
I'm like, what I started to say. I got
No, we ain't about to say you supposed to be open, and I'm just gonna be open. If you gonna promise me something, I don't kill all these people. You gonna promise me something more than that, some steak for the rest of my life or something. You don't give me virgins? They don't even know what we doing. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
I mean, that's why you teach them what
You gonna teach them for the rest of the heaven? Tell people. Nobody got time for that.
Well, you gotta realize, even in biblical days, that believe it or not, the husband purchased the wife.
That's fine.
And so,
One wife to teach. 72?
you gotta remember, some of them had 700 wives. I mean,
but you know what? If they want to live forever, they can do whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
They got all the time.
So eternity
So is that what their Bible actually says? Or
Yes.
whatever they read?
They get 72
That's what they talk.
virgins. So
that's why they kill themselves. Like, I'm gonna go out here and kill all these people.
that is also a symbol
But
of
watch this. This is something that's important because what you learn something here is the difference between works theology and grace theology, faith. And see, it's not by what you do, if that makes sense. It's not. There's not enough acts that we can do of ourselves and of ourselves to get us into heaven. It just even as you said, even as we read here with Jehu did all of that, but that didn't guarantee him to be on God's good side. Oh, he ain't be like, yo, Jehu, you went hard for the team, baby. Yo, you get a VIP. No.
It's not about work.
It's not about that. It's about this. God is after our hearts, totally and completely. And that's what he wants. And God won't stop until we surrender. And what we got to realize is that God will allow circumstances in our lives. He'll allow trouble. He'll allow frustration. Any and everything to get us to that point of surrender. Because that's the whole goal. He wants us to surrender and say, God, I'm yours. And that's the problem with Jehu. Jehu did not go all the way. Jehu may have been working on that works. He might have thought, you know what, I'm good. I did good enough. I don't have to go all the way. But again, God is after this. He's after our hearts. And he wants all of it. And so, again, there's not a work that we can do that can get us in. Only accepting the work that has been done. That's it. Does that make sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I see here. I see the love of Christ. I see his mercy. I see the judgment of Christ. But I also see the fact that God wants our whole heart. Because even throughout all of that story, all of that judgment, all of that retribution, some of us in the natural, we would have probably gave Jehu a pass. Y'all would have, look, when Jehu came in, y'all would have gave him a parade. And y'all know how that is. Because somebody begins to get the popular appeal, and it's like they can do no wrong. They did so much good. Oh, that's all right. We ain't going to say nothing bad about them. But God isn't like that. God judges not just upon what you do, not just the actions, but he judges on the intent of the heart. Amen? All right. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get ready to close out.
On this whole thing.
We thank everybody for joining us tonight. Those who were able to check us out. I apologize. I know Facebook has some little crazy stuff going on. We are going to also try to post this on YouTube as well. So I'm going to make sure that I try to do that. Not load it. But let's go ahead and get ready to pray out. gracious Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you and bless your name. We thank you for your mercy, God. We thank you, God, because it's by your mercy that we are not consumed. It's because of your great mercy that we don't get what we deserve, which is death. Father, I know that even as we look at this passage, and if we're really, truly, brutally honest, we'll realize, Lord God, that it's so easy for us to point the finger at Ahab and Jezebel and say, they get what they get and what they deserve. But if we're honest, we'll also admit, God, that such were some of us. Because some of us, we didn't believe in you. Some of us, we know we definitely sinned. Myself included. And because of that, the price of that, what we deserve is death. But I thank God that you've extended your hand of mercy to us to receive your love, to get a chance to know you. So Father, I pray that you'll help us. Help us to truly understand your love, what it means. Help us also to understand your vengeance nature as well. Because that's one of the qualities of you. You're just. You can't just be one side and not the other. Help us to see, God, that they're both sides of the coin. And so, Father, we thank you for that. And we pray, God, that from this message and this lesson tonight, that I think that one of the biggest themes here, just like it was a time to clean house, it's also a time to sell out. So I pray, God, that everybody with the sound of my voice, everybody watching now, present, on March 14, 2017, or watching later, I pray that they'll desire to give their hearts completely and totally to you, even the secret places of our hearts. We thank you and give you glory. In Jesus' wonderful name. Amen.
Amen.
What's up, Pastor Mark? And I haven't forgotten you, almost forgot, but got a little busy and all. But I'm going to try to make sure I hit you up either tonight or tomorrow, depending upon schedule. Alright? So, we love y'all. I'm sure we'll be looking forward to checking y'all out, checking us out when we'll be back on Sunday. And pray for this thing, this our technology, because we got the good streaming on Facebook Live, but, I'm kind of challenged of how I'm going to do this, so we might not be able to continue the YouTube Live. I don't know. So just pray that God will give us wisdom on how to proceed. Alright? Love y'all. Be blessed from the PTownFresh fan. Love y'all. Peace.
Out.
That's changed your picture.